Hello chatbox out there. Today in this vlog I'm going to be telling you guys all about what I got up to on my weekend. On my Saturday I got up ready for work. I got some breakfast. I had some toast and a cup of tea, and my dad was sorting stuff around the house. My mum was asleep, so was my younger sister, and my older brother and sister were going off to climb Snowdon for a charity called Props, and they were doing it with the rugby lot, so they were heading off there. And my younger brother was at his, and my dad then dropped me out to work, and I got to work early. So before I started work, I popped to the corner shop and got myself a drink and some bits and bobs, and then popped off to one of the flower shops. I got some plants out from there that I will show you guys now. Absolutely love the succulents and cactuses and all the beautiful plants hanging from the windows. They're so pretty. I then got to work. I got clocked in and put my bag away, and it was me and two other colleagues to start with, and then two other colleagues started at 10. I was doing 9 till 3, and it was lovely and sunny, so we had quite a lot of people sitting inside and outside, and had quite a lot of bookings and lots of walk-ins, and we had 2 people on coffees to help the coffee orders flow quickly, which is good, definitely what we needed. And I was running lots of food and drinks, cleaning tables, doing food and drink orders and bill taking. I saw quite a few of the regulars, so I was chatting with them. I also saw a few people I know, and saw one of my family friends, so I was having a nice chat with them. And then I was just doing lots of polishing of cutlery, bringing lots of clean cups and plates that we needed, and we had like 6 of us on, and it was quite busy. And then it calmed down a bit, and then we had a load of cyclists come in, and we had a booking of like 10 people come in, so that kept us quite busy. And then at like 1ish it calmed down again. It kind of came in waves, so it would be really busy, then quiet, then really busy, and it calmed down again. I did a massive clean up inside and outside, and then one of us was sent home early. One of our bosses were like, one of you can go home early, and I got to go home early, so I did 9 till like 1:30 in the end, as it calmed right down. And so I clocked off, got my bag, and I headed off to one of the flower shops. I got some flower shops from there that I will show you guys now. Such lovely colours. I was then having a nice chat with the flower shop keeper from there. I then went off and had a look around some of the charity shops, where I got this nice striped red t-shirt, which I love. I got changed into it and then tried it on, and I just kept it on, put my work top in my bag. I then went off and got a white chocolate mint frappe from my favourite little coffee shop, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. So delicious. I then stayed in there for a bit, as I saw a few people I know, so I stayed in there and chatted with them. I then went off to the co-op and got myself some lunch. I then went off to one of the bookshops and had a look in there, went into W.H. Smith's, and then I was just looking in one of these arts and crafts shops, and it's so cute in there. Then I made my way home, and on the way back I got some flower photography that I will show you guys now. I then got back, and my mum was like, why are you home so early? And I was like, I got fired. And I was like, no, because there's a lot of us on it, it calmed down a lot. One of us was sent home early, and it was me. And I then was listening to it in music, did some drawing and colouring in, and wrote a bit of my journal, sorted out my beat up doll, and tied up my dolls and dollhouse at my office, and had my lunch, and was just watching some vlogs and TikToks and some funny dog and cat videos. And I was just working on some illustrations and doing a bit of colouring in, and then I was just watching some episodes of Doctor Who. I then ended up having a little bit of a nap, and then my dad was sorting stuff around the garden. He was cutting the grass, and I love the smell of fresh cut grass. And then for tea, we had pizza, and I had a cheese and garlic pizza, which was mwah. Then I watched a bit of The First Wives Club, which is such a classic. Then I watched Casualty and was watching some stuff for record that I needed to finish watching. I then finished writing my journal, had some cereal, and was just watching a bit of Heartstopper. I cannot wait for season 2 to come out soon. Such an adorable series. I love the books, I love the show. It's so blooming good. I then was just reading a bit of Heartstopper 4, and then I was just doing a bit of journaling and watching some vlogs and TikToks. I then went off to bed, and then on my Sunday, which is today, happy Sunday guys, I got up and I got showered and changed. I had a nice long refreshing shower. It helped wake me up because I just did not want to get out of bed this morning. I was in one of those mind reads where I was just like, no, pulled the duvet over my head, bashed my phone to stop the alarm, and then my dad was like, you gotta be late. So of course jumped to the shower, definitely helped, head downstairs, and I had some cereal, and I think I was gonna have cereal, but then we were out of the cereal that I had all that, so I think I ended up having a Nutella bar. Yeah, I did a Nutella Be Ready bar instead of the cereal, and I haven't had a Nutella Be Ready bar for ages. Got some from the shop the other day, and they're so good. Then my dad brought me to work. My mum and younger sister were still in bed, so was my older brother. He was knackered from being at Snowdon, climbing Snowdon the other day. He didn't get back last night till pretty late, so he was pretty knackered, bless him. My older sister did the climb as well, and she has a rugby game today. She is insane, and so she was off getting ready for that, and my younger brother was at his, and my dad dropped me up to work, and I got myself a drink from the corner shop, got to work, got clocked in, and it was supposed to be me and my manager and 2 other colleagues on. From 9 till like 11ish, it was just me and my manager on, because one of my colleagues was riding his bike to work and his bike's tyre broke, so he then had to go back to his, ditch his bike, and then walk to work on foot. And he doesn't live that close, he lives quite far, so yeah, bless him. So he got to work about 11ish. My other colleague, her bus didn't turn up, so she had to wait, and then the bus said it wasn't going to be turning up, and then it appeared, so luckily she was able to get to work. So it was just so busy, and I was doing so many food and drink orders and bill taking, cleaning tables, running food, and my manager was on coffees. I was doing like soft drinks and stuff, and was serving inside and outside, and we had a load of cyclists in, and they gave me their water bottles to fill up, and I did one, and then they were all like, there were also like hands with water bottles. So I was like, oh my god. And we had lots of people, like babies with prams everywhere, lots of dogs in, so there was dogs everywhere. It was so busy, and I was giving lots of dog bowls of water for the dogs, stroking lots of dogs, loving it, love all the cute dogs. And we had lots of regulars come in, so I was chatting with them, and then my 2 colleagues got in, and I could breathe. I was like, thank God they're here. And I had a bit of my drink that I got from the corner shop, and one of my colleagues made me a chai latte, and they're so good. I love the chai lattes that my workplace do. And then it calmed down again. We did have quite a few walk-ins. We had a few bookings, but not too many, and we had quite a busy lunch rush as well. And then it calmed down again, and the weather would be a bit sunny, then it'd be a bit drizzly, and it rained pretty heavily, and I went out and was just like, oh yes, like dancing in the rain, doing a rain song to make the rain come down, and it was just so refreshing. I love that earthy, like musty smell the rain leaves. It's just such a glorious smell, one of my favourite smells. And then I was just doing a massive like clean up of tables inside and outside, and one of our cleaners is actually doing pot wash. It was a trial shift today. She did really well, and so I was helping her like where to put what and stuff, because I've done a bit of pot wash myself, and she really appreciated it. She was like, thanks for the help. I was like, no problem. and then I was just doing some more food and drink orders and cleaning some tables, and we had a group of like 5 dogs come in, like people with their dogs, and they were just so cute, like lots of puppies. There was like 5 of them, and yeah, a group of people and their dogs came in, and I gave them their bowls of water for the dogs and was just chatting with them for ages. And then we were just doing lots of cleaning jobs as it had quieted down a lot, and the sun came out, which is good, and one of our ruggers came in, and she always sits outside, so we had the umbrellas up, so she was sat under there, so I was chatting with her for a bit. Then I clocked off, I finished at 3, and I got my bag, and my two of my supervisors came on shift, so I was chatting with them, just filling them in, like what needs to be done, what hasn't been done, and what we've been up to and how the shift had gone. I then headed off, and I got picked up by my dad, and we headed off to Tesco's, and I got myself some lunch from there. I also got some flower sets from the flower section from there that I'm going to show you guys now. I love the sunflowers and the tulips, they're so beautiful. Then me and my dad got back, and my older brother's girlfriend was over for the day, so I was having a nice chat with her. I then had my lunch, and I then got changed, put my work clothes in the wash. I'm not until tomorrow night, I'm now off in the daytime, and then I'm doing 5 till close, and then I'm off Tuesday, back in Wednesday, Thursday, off Friday, and back in Saturday, and hoping to be off Sunday, fingers crossed. Get our way to either Wednesday or maybe Tuesday, and I put in the diaries, and my grandma's already booked the tickets. We're going to be getting the train down to Weston with my grandma, and it's her birthday on the 14th, which is the Wednesday, and then we're going to be having a birthday day trip to Weston, getting the train down, going to go on the pier, get some candy floss, have some fish and chips on the beach, will be fun. Got my cousins coming down, and my aunt and my uncle, so I should be able to hopefully do that. If not, I'll just have to see if I can get some cover. It's not the end of the world. We'll sort it, it'll be fine. And I then went off on a lovely evening stroll, enjoying the sunshine and the blue skies, as the weather changed very quickly from being really gloomy and quite drizzly to being lovely and sunny. And I got some lovely flower snaps, lovely colourful snaps, and I'm going to show you guys those flower snaps now. So beautiful. Flower photography makes me so happy. I love all the lovely colourful roses. Then on my walk, I stopped off at one of the pubs and had a J2O and a passion fruit, an orange and passion fruit J2O, which are my favourite type of J2Os, with some pork scratchings, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. I love J2Os so much, and I had these like pork scratching kind of crisps. They weren't actual pork scratchings, they were all more like crisp, but they were still delicious. Then I was just having a chat with the bar lady in there, and we were just talking about the large restaurant coming to our town and how it's affected like some of the other businesses and stuff. But I said it will be like that for a bit, and then once it like novelty wears off and all the shininess comes, like the shiny new thing, once people have got used to it, it should go back to how it was. But it's not actually been, we've not been that affected. It's been a little bit quieter, but it's still been like a nice steady flow, so it's not like it's been completely dead. Then I continued on with my walk, and whilst on my walk I bumped into 2 of the regulars who were having drinks at the pub, and I chatted with them just before I headed back, and I then got some flower snaps on my way back to mine, and I'm going to show you guys those now. So lovely. It was such a lovely evening stroll. I then got home, and my grandma had popped over, so we were having a nice catch up with her. She then went off home, and my older brother was having a little bit of a nap because he was exhausted from yesterday climbing up Snowdon, bless him. And the view looked amazing. I would not be able to do it because it's so uneven and I'm so clumsy that I know that if I did try to do it, I'd probably end up tripping and falling all the way back down. There is a train that you can actually get to go up and down, so I think I probably would have done that and just been like, bye guys, and head up on the train. But the views looked amazing from the photos that my brother and sister posted on the Instagrams and the Instagram stories. It looked amazing and I'm really proud of them and glad they had a great time, and raising money for Props charity is great. And I actually did a bit of work experience at that place, so small world. Then I was just listening to a bit of music, sorted out my Bluetooth doll, wrote a bit of my journal, and then for tea we had pork and stuffing in buns with a bit of apple sauce and mint sauce and stuff, and it was just so delicious, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. It was so good. My older brother's idea, he did it all and it was so good, such a great idea from him. And now I'm off to go finish writing my journal for today, and then we are going to be watching Soccer Aid. Love a bit of Soccer Aid, come on England. Love a bit of Robbie Williams, he was the one that started it all, and he is just so funny and it's just so good, and they've already raised so much money and the game hasn't even started yet. So I'm now off to go and watch that, and my older sister is coming over as well, and I think I'll find a friend as well, which will be really good. And yeah, I'm looking forward to having tomorrow daytime off. Cannot wait to have a nice line. I think I might treat myself to a Butties lunch, which will be good. Love a Butties, and probably get some more flower shots. Might go for a walk. I think it's supposed to be dry tomorrow, so I'll probably go for a walk. Might get some flower shot snaps, and yeah, cannot wait. And I hope you guys have all had a lovely weekend. All have a lovely week ahead. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I shall see you with a new vlog coming very soon. Bye.